Welcome to another episode of Soulful Selfcare, where we explore the journey of nurturing our minds, bodies, and souls. I'm Beverley J. Miller, your host, here to guide you through life's challenges and triumphs. Today, we're diving into something we all face, those moments when things don't go as planned. Maybe it's a career setback, a relationship stumbling block, or even a small daily inconvenience that throws off your groove. Whatever it is, these moments can feel frustrating, disheartening, and sometimes even overwhelming. But what if I told you that these unexpected turns are actually opportunities in disguise? In today's episode, we're going to explore 5 powerful ways to handle life when it doesn't go according to plan. I'll also share a personal story that taught me a lot about adapting to change, so stay tuned. Let's begin with the first step, acknowledging and accepting our emotions. You see, when things don't go the way we hoped, it's natural to feel a flood of emotions. A feeling of anger, disappointment, sadness, and confusion. Often our initial reaction is to push these feelings away, to distract ourselves, or to pretend they don't exist. But that only creates more tension and stress. It's okay to feel what you're feeling. In fact, it's necessary. Allow yourself to sit in these emotions, to name them, and to understand why they're there. This is where self compassion comes in. Be gentle with yourself and understand that it's perfectly normal to feel frustrated when your plans go awry. You see, a few years ago, I was working on a project that I poured my heart and soul into. I had planned every detail meticulously, but when the date came, everything seemed to fall apart. The technology failed. Key people couldn't attend, and I felt like my hard work had gone to waste. My first instinct was to suppress my feelings and just power through. But I quickly realized that it wasn't helping. I needed to pause, take a deep breath, and allow myself to feel the frustration and disappointment. I journaled about it and gave myself permission to just be in the moment. It wasn't easy, but it was a necessary step toward healing. Once you've allowed yourself to feel, the next step is to reframe the situation. This is where we shift from a mindset of loss to one of learning. So instead of focusing on what went wrong, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? Or how can this experience help me grow? It's not about toxic positivity, which is ignoring the negative in favor of an overly positive outlook, but rather it's about finding a balanced perspective that acknowledges both the challenge and the opportunity it presents. When my project fell apart, I had a choice. I could wallow in my disappointment, or I could look for the lessons hidden in the mess. I realized that I had placed too much importance on things going perfectly and not enough on being flexible and adaptive. This experience taught me to let go of the need for control and to trust that even when things don't go as planned, they're still unfolding exactly as they should. It opened my eyes to the beauty of imperfection and the value of resilience. The third step is to take action, even if it's just a small step. When plans go off course, it's easy for us to feel paralyzed or stuck in a loop of what ifs and if onlys. Taking action helps break that cycle and move us forward. It doesn't have to be anything big. In fact, starting small is often the best approach. It could be a single phone call, an email, a journal entry, or even a walk in nature to clear your head. The point is to do something that gets out of your head and into a productive mindset. After that project failure, my small action was reaching out to a mentor for advice. It was a simple step, but it opened up a dialogue that gave me new insights and ideas. That's one small step led to more constructive actions, like revisiting my goals, adjusting my plans, and ultimately coming back stronger. Remember, taking action is not about immediately fixing the situation. It's about creating a momentum and reminding yourself that you have the power to move forward, no matter how small the steps. The fourth step is practicing gratitude. This might sound counterintuitive when things go wrong, but it's incredibly powerful. You see, gratitude shifts our focus from what we lack or what didn't work out to what we still have and what is working. When we're grateful, even in tough times, we open up our hearts and minds to a new perspective. It doesn't mean ignoring the challenges. It simply means recognizing that even within those challenges, there are things to be thankful for. In the midst of my project chaos, I remember sitting down and making a list of things I was grateful for. It wasn't easy at first, but I started small. I was grateful for the people who supported me, for the lessons I was learning, for the opportunity to try again. This simple practice of gratitude helped me to see the bigger picture and reminded me that while things didn't go as planned, there was still so much to be thankful for. You see, gratitude has a way of softening the edges of our disappointment and opening us up to new possibilities. Finally, the fifth step is to let go and trust the process. Sometimes we get so caught up in how things should be that we resist the flow of life. Letting go doesn't mean giving up. It means releasing the need for things to happen in a specific way and trusting that God, the universe, life, or whatever higher power you believe in, has a plan that's better than our own. It's about surrendering control and embracing the unknown with faith and openness. After all was said and done with my project, I had to let go of my attachment to the outcome. I had to trust that there was a reason things didn't go as planned and that there was something better waiting for me on the other side. And you know what? There was. That experience opened up new opportunities I hadn't even considered, ones that were far more aligned with my true path. It taught me that sometimes the best things happen when our plans don't work out. I'd like to share a personal story with you about a time when my life didn't go as planned. I was in a long-term relationship that I thought was headed towards marriage. I had dreams and visions of our future together. I thought I knew what my life would look like in the next 5, 10 years, but suddenly things took a turn. I discovered that the person I trusted deeply had been unfaithful. It felt like my entire world shattered in an instant. Everything I had planned for, hoped for, dreamed for, it all disappeared. I was devastated. For months I felt lost, as if the ground beneath me had been pulled away. But slowly I started to follow the steps I shared with you today. I acknowledged my emotions, anger, betrayal, grief, and I gave myself the space to feel more fully. I then began to reframe the situation. I asked myself what I could learn from this experience. I realized it was teaching me to trust my instincts and, more importantly, to trust myself. I took small actions, like seeking support from friends and finding a therapist who helped me process my emotions. I practiced gratitude, even on the darkest days. I was thankful for my family, for the lessons in self-love, for the strength I was discovering within myself. And finally, I let go. I let go of the future I had planned and opened myself to the possibilities that life had in store for me. It wasn't easy, but it was liberating. And looking back, I can see that it led me to where I am today, a place of deeper self-awareness, resilience, and most of all, peace. So as we wrap up today's episode, I want to encourage you to reflect on your own life. Think about a time when things didn't go as planned for you. How did you handle it? What did you learn? And how might you approach it differently next time? Remember, life's detours are not dead ends. They are opportunities to grow, to learn, and to become more of who you truly are. If you found today's episode helpful, I'd love for you to share it with someone who might benefit from it. And if you're looking for more tools and support on your journey of self-care and growth, visit my website, beverlyjmiller.com, and check out some of the free resources I've created for you. Thank you for joining me today on Soulful Self-Care. Until next time, remember to breathe, trust, and take it one step at a time. You got this.